been a very stressful week this week. There's been stress, there's been upset, and there's also been happiness. So first things first, Roscoe, who is a tomcat, does normally disappear for a couple of days each week. However, he's been gone a whole week. And we were really starting to get worried because he normally goes for maybe 1 to 2 days and he always comes back, but it's been almost a week he disappeared. And then on Friday, was it Friday? Friday?
It was Saturday night. She was missing Saturday night.
Yeah,
Sunday
sorry.
night.
On Saturday we went to the cherry festival in one of the villages near us, and came back, all was good. Came back, a couple of friends came back with us for a couple of beers, and that night Luna, our new little kitten, done a disappearing act. And then, yeah, so we were looking everywhere on the farm, in the caravan, over our neighbour's field, and the neighbour the other side, couldn't find her anywhere. Calling her, shaking her food bowl, just no sign of her. Went to bed really upset, just feeling awful. And then Sunday we done the same. We were looking everywhere for her all throughout the day and the evening. Yeah, calling her, looking for her, looking through the long grass, everywhere we could possibly think of looking. And then on Sunday night, really probably felt that she had gone, she'd been taken by a predator. Still no Roscoe. And then Monday morning, Justin left to go and pick up some supplies we needed to carry on with our fencing. And he stopped at our neighbour about 1 kilometre away to tell him about our sad news that we've lost Luna. And she went on to tell us that she's got a little black cat in her garden. And yeah, and it just happened to be Luna. Oh, what a relief. Yeah, it was wonderful news. Justin brought her back here, no worse for wear, but she did disappear for 2 nights. She was gone. We think what happened is our friends left their van up in the village, and on the Saturday when they left, we took them back up to the village in the truck, and we think Luna got up, either up under the grill or something, or up on the spare wheel, because there's no way she would have walked all the way up there. Somewhere up there, or when we stopped to drop them off, she got out, but she's back.
And luckily she went to the neighbours that we know.
Yeah, and luckily she went to our neighbours that we know, who is a cat lover herself. She found her on the Sunday. She fed her, put her in a garage Sunday night, but she did have to survive Saturday night on her own. And then today is Tuesday, and today Roscoe has come back as well. So we are one big happy family again. Such relief, just wonderful news. And now they're having a bit of a cuddle with Justin, so I will show you. One big happy family.
Yeah, there's a love-hate. Roscoe tolerates Luna, but there is this general sort of acceptance now. So Roscoe, being a cat which has probably lived on his own, has really sort of accepted Luna to a degree. He occasionally gives her a bit of a dab on the nose if she's a bit too bouncy near him, but you know, as you can see, he's not overly bothered that she's right next to him.
Well, she's happy
I've got both purring at the moment.
Well, she's got a big brother.
Yeah. Although Roscoe, I noticed, has got a tick on his cheek.
Yes, we need to sort him out a bit later, but we're just He's had 2 pouches of wet food and he's also had dry food, so he was very, very hungry when he come back. So now we're just giving him a bit of TLC because he needs a bit of attention. So he's having a brush, yeah. But we'll let him have a little snooze first. So it's a happy ending to a very stressful week, especially the last couple of days, isn't it?
Yeah. Few tears and like feeling guilty that what's happened to Luna, we're supposed to protect her, but you know, she somehow survived Saturday night up in the village on her own with the wild dogs. Well, I say wild dogs, the
street dogs and cats,
foxes and all sorts.
Yeah.
And had the sense to go and find a human that happened to be our friend Lydia. So thank you, Lydia, for taking her in.
Yeah.
And couldn't believe it was her when she said, "Oh yeah, there's a little black kitten approached me in the garden." I thought, no, it can't be Luna, surely, and it was. So yeah, there we go. Very, very happy ending.
But now we don't let her out of our sight at all.
No.
It's going to be a hot one again today. So today Justin's going to get on the tractor and I'm going to get on with some strimming. Today's probably the last day that we can use the tractor, but we can carry on strimming as long as we don't have a metal blade on. We decided to get me a smaller strimmer. I struggle with the Stihl, it's quite heavy. So I'm going to use my strimmer and go down by the agricultural well, because the grass is quite long all round down there, as you might have seen from the previous video. So I need to go down there and tidy that up, and Justin's going to get on the tractor and cut all the terraces again. It's early, so we're going to spend a few hours and then try and get all this done by lunchtime. And then when lunchtime comes, that'll be it. We'll be taking it easy and then maybe getting back out again later on tonight.
Good morning. It's a beautiful June morning here today in Portugal. As you can see, got a variety of irrigation bits and bobs and a pump, and that is because Tiago, our plumber, is coming today or this morning, and he will be fitting this pump down at our agricultural well, which means we can then pump water right to the very top terrace onto the veg terrace and not use the water from our house well, which is separate. So I'm just getting everything ready, making sure my fittings are correct and ready, and hopefully by lunchtime, I'm going to say, we should have water to all the terraces.
And then that means your next job is you've got to set up all the irrigation.
Yes, which I'm not experienced in. We do have a friend locally who's got a very smart irrigation setup, so I might tap him up for some ideas. But yeah, doing things with a hose pipe and all the rest of it when we're watering takes ages. So if we can get onto some proper irrigation with a timer, it should make our life a lot easier. Here's a lesson learned. Try and buy your agricultural fittings from one location and stick with it. Because unfortunately, some things are slightly different sizes depending where you buy them from, even though these are all for 32mm irrigation pipe. some of the fittings are different sizes, like these two and these two, and it just makes getting the whole system together.
And you don't know which is which now, do you? Because you've been messing about with it all.
No, well, to be fair, over the time we took bits and pieces off, and now we've got to sort of try and get them all back in some sort of order. But anyway, it is what it is.
Well, you got your cup of tea?
I got my cup of tea, I've got my thinking sticks, and I will somehow make this work. Hopefully. Although it's clearly problematic.
Or you'll be going somewhere else to buy some more stuff.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm only down to my last fitting, so I think that's wrong. That's wrong in one of the others, but I don't know which one, typically. So I will persevere. Because when you put that into that one, or that one, it don't fit. Oh, maybe, well, yeah, that don't fit.
Justin's getting help.
Well, you call it help. Ay, 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 ay. It's like assembling a car engine. You end up with parts left over. You don't know where they go.
Well, that's a bit worrying.
Yeah. That's my tea. Roscoe, seriously?
It's a bit hot.
Yeah. Down at the bottom of the land, we've finally had our agricultural pump installed. This will have a little pump house around it. One incy-wincy little leak, so I've just got to tighten up a union. But it does mean now that we can pump water right up to the top of the farm, and that can do our vegetable terrace and the one above it where we've got the sunflowers and my sweet corn and other bits and bobs. So yeah, less pressure on the house well. This one here, by the way, is about 5 meters deep from the surface of the water, so plenty of water here. And what this does now, we've also got a spur which runs on up to where we've got the potatoes this year. We probably will bury this pipe as well eventually, but for now it just does the job over the top of the land. So now it's just a case of switching the tap on and watering the potatoes. Misadventures of a kitten.
So this is what happens. She gets stuck up the tree and now we're trying to get her out and she's been crying.
Come here, Baba.
Oh no, she's going that way. So she gets up and then she can't get down from this particular tree. No, don't go higher up.
Daddy saved me. Come on. Come on. Come on.
The branches aren't thick enough for her.
Ooh. Daddy, you're my hero. Hey? Is that a big adventure? You're hiding behind Daddy's leg, between Daddy's legs. Because that big dog's coming, Dad. excuse the black socks. Practicality dictates. Yeah, see.
Too quick for you, Daisy.
We didn't show you attempt number 1, but this is actually attempt number 2 for the wooden posts. I bought these yesterday and I put them in the hole today, and we suddenly realised the 2m20 posts that I thought I'd bought were actually 1m80. So lesson learnt there, take a tape measure with you. It wasn't the place's fault where I bought them from, they'd all got a bit mixed up. So, but they were very good. I swapped them today for the correct size posts. We've gone for wooden posts here, this big, because this has got to hold the gates.
And we couldn't use any of the other beams, could we,
no,
from the
we
house?
had no beams left that were suitable. So they look a bit rough and ready. I will get a sander on them once they're in. But yeah, we're going to put these in, and these will hold the gates.
Do you want the shovel?
No, I can tip that one in.
No.
Alright.
Do not tip it in. With your track record and... Hole for that one.
Huh?
We've done a hole for that one.
This is the post that you saw me put in last week. It's all now fully cured and everything. And this is also the post where I almost managed to impale myself on the wheelbarrow when I tipped the cement in and it got a bit away from me, as you can see on this clip. Fucking hell. Anyway, it's all nice and solid now. At the moment, temporarily, we've got part of the awning attached to it because one of the dogs managed to chew through the storm strap at night. So, and it's been a bit blowy the last few days, you can probably hear it on this video. But this is currently just holding a bit of extra security for the awning on the caravan. On the new fence, we've used tension wire across the top and the bottom so the dogs can't lean on it and get out. Behind me is still the old fence, which we've sort of had to bodge and extend to stop them breaking through it, basically. But hopefully with this new version, we can actually sleep peacefully and not have to worry about the dogs getting out at night and causing mayhem. This old fence, as rickety as it is going to stay in place until we've completed this entire new fence, including the gates. But it will mean that the dogs will then have 2 terraces to run around on when we're not here and at night. Morning. It is a beautiful Sunday morning, very early. Today we are trying to finish the last 4 concrete posts for our fence to keep the dogs in. As you can see behind me, we've gone all the way down the terrace, which is below the caravan, the chicken terrace for want of a better word. But we've been absolutely fighting granite in the ground, so it takes ages. You've got to dig it down with the rock breaker, and then you're trying to do it before it gets hot. So it's not been a fun task, but we're on the home straight now, we believe. So a few more post holes to put in, and then we can actually think about putting the fence up, basically.
Well, the fence is up on the top bit, it's just this bit.
Yeah, just got to run the wires. We've probably got to get a bit more tension wire. I think we've got enough posts. We've then got to put wooden posts in between as well.
And we haven't done a fence on this scale before ever, so lots of lessons learnt.
Yes, hard going. I think it's one of those jobs, if you've got to do a lot of it, it's probably one of those jobs, just pay somebody to come in and do it, because this has been an utter ball ache, basically. And that's it, finished. We got no more concrete posts to put in. This was the final ones that we had to do, and you cannot believe the relief that me and Barbara feel that we no longer have to try and drill through granite, mix up cement, drag it all the way down here to put these posts in. Yesterday I went out to go and get some more tension wire. Unfortunately it was Portugal Day yesterday, so it was a bank holiday. I've got that now, which means we can now put the fence up in the next few days or weeks. I don't know which. It could
Weeks,
be either.
days,
Days.
days,
Yes,
days.
dear. Yes, dear. So, a lot of hard work today. I can finally say at last we got the 2025 cherry harvest in, and we're very impressed. They're very tasty. There's not many of them, and the birds did get a few, but not too many. We were a bit better this year at getting them. So, well,
Better than nothing.
better than nothing, and we'll dine out on those tonight, darling. And in next week's video, this lovely bit of equipment is going to make short work of knocking this down. That's right, in the next few days, this is going to be torn down by the digger, and you will see that in the next video. So we'll see you then. Bye.